You agreed to dinner 3 days ago. You were excited when you said yes, maybe even genuinely looking forward to it. But now it is 4 p.m. on the day and something has shifted. You are sitting on the edge of your bed, phone in hand, scrolling through excuse options. Something came up. Not feeling great. Can we reschedule? You have typed and deleted the message twice already. And the worst part is not canceling. The worst part is what happens after. The guilt. That quiet, sticky feeling that says you are a bad friend, an unreliable person, someone who lets people down. You are replaying the moment you said yes and wondering why you keep doing this to yourself. Here is what nobody told you. The problem is not that you are flaky. The problem is that you made the plan with a full battery and the day arrived with an empty one. Your brain runs on a chemical called dopamine. You have heard of it. It is the reward chemical, the one that fires when something exciting happens. For extroverts, social plans create a dopamine loop. The anticipation feels good, the event feels good, and the memory of it feels good. Their system wants more. But researcher Dr. Marty Laney found something that changes this whole picture. Introverts are significantly more sensitive to dopamine. The same amount of stimulation that fuels an extrovert can flood an introvert's system past its comfort zone. Your brain does not dislike the plan. It just filled up before the plan even started. Between the moment you said yes and the moment you need to leave the house, your brain has been processing. Work emails, a phone call you did not expect, background noise from the office or the street, small talk at lunch that cost more energy than it should have. By 4 p.m., your dopamine budget is spent. The plan did not drain you. Everything before the plan drained you. And now your nervous system is asking for the one thing it actually needs, which is silence. There is a second chemical at work here, and it is the one most people have never heard of. Acetylcholine. This neurotransmitter does the opposite of dopamine. Instead of rewarding you for going outward, acetylcholine rewards you for turning inward. It fires when you read, when you sit quietly, when you think without being interrupted. It slows your heart rate and sharpens your focus. For people who cancel plans, acetylcholine is not just a preference, it is a biological need. Your brain is not avoiding connection, it is requesting recovery. And here's the part that makes the guilt worse. A 2012 study led by Randy Buckner at Harvard found that introverts have thicker gray matter in their prefrontal cortex than extroverts. That is the part of the brain responsible for deep thinking and decision-making. More gray matter means your brain processes social information more thoroughly. Every conversation, every facial expression, every shift in tone takes more computational energy for you than it does for the person sitting across from you. You are not less social. You are more expensive to run. So why do you always say yes in the first place? Because when your battery is full, you genuinely want to go. That is not a lie. 3 days ago, you had energy and excitement and the real desire to see your friend. The person who said yes was telling the truth. The person canceling at 4 p.m. is also telling the truth. They're not contradicting each other. They are the same person at two different energy levels. Psychologists who study self-regulation call this the empathy gap. Research by George Lowenstein at Carnegie Mellon shows that people in one emotional state are terrible at predicting how they will feel in a different emotional state. When you are rested, you cannot accurately imagine how drained you will be on Thursday evening. When you are drained, you cannot remember what it felt like to want to go. The gap between those two states is where the guilt lives. Here are 3 patterns that show this is wired, not chosen. 1. You cancel on people you actually love. If this were about not wanting to see them, you would cancel on acquaintances and show up for close friends. But it is the opposite. You cancel on the people you care about most because those relationships require more emotional presence, and your system knows it cannot deliver half of you to someone who deserves all of you. 2. You feel relief the moment you send the cancellation text. Not happiness. Relief. That wave of calm that hits 2 seconds after pressing send. That is your parasympathetic nervous system downshifting. Your body was bracing for an energy expense it could not afford, and the cancellation removed the threat. The relief is not about avoiding your friend. It is about your nervous system finally being allowed to stop. 3. You immediately start planning when you will reschedule. Flaky people cancel and move on. You cancel and immediately start thinking about when you can make it up to them. That is not avoidance. That is care with a budget. But here is the honest part. There is a line between canceling because your body genuinely needs rest and canceling because showing up feels uncomfortable. One is your nervous system protecting its resources. The other is avoidance wearing a biological costume, and they can be hard to tell apart. The test is simple. After you cancel, do you feel restored the next day, or do you feel the same heaviness you felt before? If rest fixes it, your battery was empty. If rest does not fix it, something else is going on, and it is worth looking at. So here's what I want to know. What is the plan you canceled most recently that you still feel guilty about? Drop it in the comments because I guarantee someone reading it canceled the exact same kind of plan this week. If you want more psychology explained like this, hit subscribe. And the next video covers something about how introverts pick their friends that most people get completely wrong. Click it. You will recognize yourself in the first 10 seconds.